So we're basically putting these squatters on notice. The law has changed.
Y'all squatting in my house.
It was a very different scene earlier this spring when police were called to Paul Callan's DeKalb County home.
They'll break in your house and then use the law to stay in there.
Where is it?
You had the lease, ma'am?
I do.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, bro, she got a full lease.
Police body camera video was rolling as officers were handed what they suspected was a fake lease.
So you got somebody with a fake lease?
Yeah, I think the lease is...
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations. God Body Sean. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's God Body Sean from Elevation Nation Conversations. Appreciate y'all for like, sharing, subscribing, rocking with the channel. I got a story that I saw that was going on in Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a couple years, and there was always a big thing with the homes for rent. They would get a lot of squatters in there. So they would get people squatting in the houses and not paying rent and kind of staying there for months and sometimes years, because the legal process is a long process. But I saw a story on the news, and they were talking about how they changing the laws so they can stop this shit. We got too many people taking advantage of the laws and the situation, man. So you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But let's take a listen to the story, then I'll come back and give you my commentary on it, and my experience with this. And I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, peace.
Investigator Justin Gray is looking into how local police departments are using their new powers to criminally charge squatters.
Karen, we've been reaching out to police departments, solicitors general, and local magistrates about this to see if criminal citations are now being written to squatters. Many of the departments tell us they are still trying to figure out how all of this is going to work, but South Fulton has already created a special task force just to go after squatters, armed with the authority of this new law.
I know everybody thinks you can go in the house and squat and sit there. That law changed the other day. That law changed the other day.
When police officers knocked on the door of this South Fulton home this month, armed with new powers to cite squatters criminally on the spot, the suspected squatters ran out the back door.
All these fake leases, and I got receipts for this, and I rented this. Nope. That's over with.
So we're basically putting these squatters on notice. The law has changed.
Y'all squatting in my house.
It was a very different scene earlier this spring when police were called to Paul Callan's DeKalb County home.
They'll break in your house and then use the law to stay in there.
Where is it?
You had the lease, ma'am?
I do.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, bro, she got a full lease.
Police body camera video was rolling as officers were handed what they suspected was a fake lease.
So you got somebody with a fake lease?
Yeah, I think the lease is fake, but it's no way I can prove it.
So the officers just left, told Callens and the suspected squatter it's not a criminal matter.
This will take time. Like, we can't put you out, because we're not here for that. And he have to deal with it with law, courts and so like that.
They shouldn't be in there for, a minute. They should be, out immediately.
Are you selling a squatter home right here?
After an exclusive Channel 2 Action News hidden camera investigation and a series of viral Channel 2 Action News squatter stories, Georgia lawmakers rewrote the law on squatters, spelling out that this is a crime that must be dealt with in magistrate court in a matter of days, not weeks or months.
So this is no longer a civil matter. Once this law was passed, it has now became a criminal offense.
Hi, yeah, it's Justin Gray from Channel 2. Are you squatting in this home?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
This is one of the first houses South Fulton police have visited under the new law just last week. They determined the suspected squatter is in the eviction process with the corporate landlord who is looking to recoup $60,000 in unpaid rent.
You feel like you all can react quicker now?
Absolutely. I think with the current law that is now in effect, we will be able to react more proactively.
Let's go back to Paul Callan's home. Channel 2 Action News cameras were there the day marshals evicted Takesha Bailey from the house. But look what we found right down the street a few weeks later.
Criminal trespass notice. DeKalb Marshals. Been evicted by the DeKalb Marshals office.
Jane Doe evicted here according to the paperwork, but look at the belongings. See anything familiar? How about the same suitcase?
We noticed the luggage tag here, Takesha Bailey. That's the same woman at the other home.
According to court records, the alleged squatters here claim to have been scammed. That's the same thing Takesha Bailey says about Paul Callan's house. Bailey told me in an Instagram message that she's no squatter, that she is a scam victim who was evicted from suspected squatter homes twice in a month.
So yeah.
This is crazy. Like, I literally just spent half of my tax money to move in here. I'm here with my kids.
It's crazy because they're just gonna find the next victim and get out of that one.
But under the new Georgia law, suspected squatters now will immediately be issued a criminal citation.
This is now, so y'all can pass the word around. All this squatting, the other day.
And so under the new Georgia law, suspected squatters are supposed to immediately be issued a criminal citation and have 3 days to present a lease. If that lease is fraudulent, this goes from a misdemeanor case to a felony. Another thing with the new law is that it doesn't have to just be the homeowner who reports this. Now anyone, a neighbor, an HOA can call police and say, we want you to investigate this squatter home.
And it looks like what you found, though, was some of the people renting the homes didn't know they were squatting. They were giving their money to a company that was being bad with them.
We see that in some cases. We also see people saying that, and that is what gets worked out in court. That is what these magistrate courts are going to decide.
Wow, a lot going on. Justin.
First of all, man, I just gotta say, I hate moving. I hate moving. I don't want to move no furniture. I hate moving from place to place and getting stuff in your name and changing addresses and all. I don't even move my furniture no more. I haven't moved furniture in damn near 10 years. I pay motherfuckers to move my furniture. So I don't see the lady that was in one house. They kicked her out of that house and she went right down the street to the next house. And she's taking dressers and beds and chairs and luggage. She actually moving into these spots like she got legit leases and she living. That shit is crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what a lot of people, that's what a lot of broke folks do. As you can see, it's always somebody with a Dodge or some type of shit like that. That's the stereotypical broke motherfucker's car in Georgia. A Dodge Challenger or a Dodge Charger. Some shit like that. But this is what people do, man. They'll find these places for rent on different listings and things like that. They'll go over there, they'll break the lock, or they'll actually go see it. And a lot of times these people are showing their houses with just a key in a lockbox. So they'll give them the number to the lockbox. You can get the key and go in there and see and check it out and see if you want to rent it or whatever. And they just move their shit in. They move their shit in because they found a loophole in the law, and they'll say, well, they'll go to anywhere and print up a fake lease, put the address on it, put the information and all that. And what they'll do is when the police come to say, hey, you squatting in this place illegally, you ain't supposed to be here, they'll show that fake lease that they printed up themselves, and they'll say, well, hey, I got a lease here. This is the company I got it from, which is some fake fraudulent company, and I'm supposed to be in here. So they know that that'll buy them some time, at least 3 to 6, maybe 9 months before they go to court, and then that'll give them some time to keep living there, doing what they do, maybe stacking money or living there, until they find another place to go squat at. So it's just a damn cycle. It's a cycle that broke folks, that broke folks do. People that got no place to stay, got horrible credit, they can't get approved to, I guess, to move into a place on their own, credit or whatever. So they do this and just keep passing down the line. But now they got a law against it now. So Georgia made a law within the last year. So now they can start evicting them within like 3 days and putting their shit out. So you can't play that game no more, man. The fake lease thing, it don't work. That shit don't work. You gotta go. You can't keep moving down the street to the next vacant house, and that's just a horrible way of living, man. That is a horrible way of living. Living in a spot that you ain't supposed to be in, worried every day about somebody coming in and putting your shit out. And they had furniture, they had toys, they done had so many different things that they moving in like they really wanted to live, like they really living there legit. Excuse me, I had to take a business call, I had to answer the phone. But yeah, these squatters, man, they've been doing this for years. When I was living in Georgia, I used to see that a lot in my community and things like that, when some of the people, they would move out, I think they were trying to Airbnb their houses for rent. And you would get people moving in and just posting up. They would move all their shit in like it's really their house and they really renting it for real. They would be having cookouts and barbecues and family over and all that. And they were really legitimately living there like this is their spot. So I've seen this happen a lot, man, in Georgia, but now that the law done changed, they definitely not, the squatting thing is not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work. They've ran that out. They've used that up, and they also have messed up the Airbnb thing down there in Georgia. Georgia had a law, and they changed that law to where you can't Airbnb certain things, or you can't have more than like 2 Airbnbs without having a permit or some type of license. So they really cracking down on the real estate thing and the real estate game, because a lot of people in the black community have started learning about real estate and wholesaling and Airbnb, and they've kind of used the system to their advantage, where they're making money and they're making a living. They're creating businesses out of it. They're elevating their lives, and you know, a lot of times they don't want to see that with the young black folks, them making good money and you know, using the system to work in their advantage. So they start going in and trying to change laws and change things to kind of exclude us out of it and you know, stop us from building that wealth or whatever. But no more with the squatting, man. They done killed the squatting now. You can't do it in Georgia. They done changed the law. So you got to find another tactic, or, you know, get your shit together, get your credit together, get your life together, man, and, you know, do the shit the correct way. It's hard out here, man. Stop playing games and you know, get your business together, get your shit right, and get it together. But hit that like, share, subscribe button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Have you ever had any situations with squatters? You know about these type of situations? Have you ever, you know, been in it before, or seen someone doing it and using it? And let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. God Body Shine. I'm gonna check y'all on the next one. Peace.
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations. God Body Shine.